Hello.
Good evening again.
Hey. This is great. I'm looking forward to this.
Can you all hear me?
I can hear you, Scott. There.
Oh, excellent.
Hello, Suki.
Good evening, sir.
Calum,
I got some popcorn.
Calum, I gotta finally explain to you who the hell Suki is at some point. I know you hear the joke, but I gotta tell you. So here's the thing. Oh, we're going on in a minute. Shit.
Oh,
Fuck it. We'll talk about it live because I say Suki on the show. So
Well, that's
I'll
true.
talk about it. Yeah, I'll
Right.
talk about it on the show. It's a funny. It's nothing. It's actually cute.
Right, okay. Thank you. Right. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Right. Well, let's go. I will just quickly introduce the three of us. Sean's going to come on a bit later, and then we're good to go. We're 1 minute and 20 seconds away. Here we go. Excellent. Right, here we go. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Place to be nation, welcome to the first part of the double Twitch spectacular that we have for you tonight, where we are watching for the first time ever an NWA show. We are back for the attack. So as it is an NWA show, I never usually come backed up to these sorts of things, but we've drafted in a very special crew tonight, a Saturday special crew, if you will. Tonight we have Scott and Dr. G, the voices you hear every Saturday morning on the NWA Saturday Special. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me tonight, this evening, where you are. I am thoroughly looking forward to this one. What are your guys' thoughts? G, I'll go to you first. What's your thoughts on the show that we're just about to launch?
You know what? We've been waiting for this for so long, it seems like. This was supposed to happen last year with the Crockett Cup, and now we actually have the real the new NWA back, and I am ecstatic about this. So this should be a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to doing this today.
Yes, they're always good fun. Scott, you've been on a couple with us, but this will have a slightly different tact because it is going to be.
I get.
It's very very different because we've got an NWA show on us tonight.
I hated.
Indeed, Calum, and I have brought the flunkies and junkies today. I hope you're all here. I hope you're all pumped. The Doctor making his Twitch debut, and we are here. As you know, Calum, we've been looking forward to this for over a year, and it's amazing. It's amazing that all we had to do was wait. And kudos to Billy Corgan, William Patrick, Dr. G, and I thought he was being a lazy slug, and we were dead wrong. He was being a good businessman, and we had to adapt a little bit as podcasters and as fans, but I think we all waited it out pretty well and have arrived at the gate. And right now on Fight TV, they're playing the YouTube clip talking about the main event tonight and talking to Aaron Stevens, who actually said his real name. That's how big this is. I didn't realize how tight Joe Hudson, a.k.a. Josephus, was to this NWA family. I mean, he was pretty tight with everybody. So this is gonna be emotional for them tonight at GPB. Their first time back since what, March? So it'll be almost a year since they've probably been in the building. So
I think it's
huge.
I think it's almost a year to the day because I was looking at it last week. I think it is almost a year to the day since the last time there was a power taping or a power episode dropped. So
it's crazy. Right now, if everybody's watching, And it now has the screen up in memory of Joseph Hudson, who was only 4 years younger than Dr. G and I. So he was, 42? And there we go. I think we have the open. Doctor, is yours playing? I just want to make sure.
So far, yes, it is.
All right, good. Then we're good. We were only hoping, everyone. He hasn't done his Fight TV account yet, but he's using mine, and we want to make sure that Fight TV, we're just trying to be good customers. So it's playing right now. So we're having a nice open as we're pumping up tonight's matches. The national championship is on the line tonight. Trevor Murdoch going against Chris Adonis, a.k.a. the artist formerly known as Chris Masters. This is the match I'm most looking forward to. And I still have a feeling, Calum and G, that this might be last tonight. Thunder Rosa and Camille in the #1 contenders match. What do you think, Calum? Is there a chance that match might go last?
Oh, I think there is a good chance of it because Rosa's been on national television for the best part of 7 months now with AEW, and she's just had that. I've not seen it, but from what everyone's telling me, she's a hell of a match on Wednesday night. So she is, she's a star in her own right for the NWA. So there's a very good chance as we see the GPP studios for the first time in a year.
Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back in the house, Dr. G.
It does. I think, going back to what Calum's saying, with Thunder Rosa, I mean, sheer brilliance on behalf of Billy Corgan trying to hook up with Tony Khan to have some NWA on AEW television. And I believe and I feel that match on Wednesday brought a lot of excitement for today, and I think it helped get more pay-per-view buys. I really do, because this match with Camille was something we were waiting for, and to have a brutal match that she had just this past Wednesday, people want to see Thunder Rosa. And I think this is a great shot. Oh, I just love watching the GPV studios again. I wish there was people in there, but just seeing the studios it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
And I was right. My prediction was correct. Tim Storm will be our color commentator tonight. I called it. I said it on the Saturday Special. Kind of made sense because he said his name was announced early, but there was no match booked for him. So I think it's good to have a familiar voice with Joe Galley, and they're going over the matches right now, of course. I didn't hear myself say this, and I said it, G, on this weekend's episode. I'm really happy to hear Joe Galley's voice. And I'll admit, I was not the biggest Joe Galley fan when we first started watching the new NWA, but he's grown on me. He's a solid guy. He's a good storyteller. He gets his points across. He's a good, solid hand at play-by-play. So it's good to have him back in the seat.
Because let's put it this way, guys. I mean, and I'm not meaning this to be negative or mean, but we're so WWE programmed of how an announcer should sound and what it should be like that. Sometimes when you get somebody new or something different, it takes a little while to adjust. But Joe Galley has become the voice of the NWA now. Now we're getting used to it.
Yep, I agree. And Billy, it's not like Billy's talking in his ear like certain bosses do to their play-by-play guys. So now Kyle Davis, who was one of the other interview guys. I hope we see Sean Mooney tonight. I know we mentioned it on the show, G. I hope we see a little Sean Mooney. Come on, Calum. You want some Sean Mooney.
Oh, who doesn't want some Sean Mooney?
Yep. And now we have a look at our world's... I can't believe it's so nice to say this. Our world's heavyweight champion, the national treasure, in an opening interview to get the show started. Are you used to Dr. G? Because I know you were a little weird about it. Calum, I'm curious, you too. The NWA logo that's on the front desk there always had North Carolina on it. Now it has Georgia on it. I remember, Dr. G, you thought that was a little weird in the beginning. You weren't used to it, but are you used to it now?
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. I think they did it just to go back to the old Georgia Championship Wrestling, but I hope eventually they make it, instead of seeming regional, even though it's, the way things are today, it's really not regional, but But I do like that they pay homage to history,
Mm,
and I just love seeing Nick out there as the champ.
I
He
do.
definitely is a great representation.
I
Calum,
agree.
you're a big Aldis fan?
I am, yeah. I remember when I went to a. Well, I remember when he was a gladiator, way back when.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
that was that was interesting, and his gladiator persona. If you remember when he first joined TNA, when he was Brutus Magnus, when he was had his
Mm-hmm.
full name, it was just basically playing the character that he did on Gladiators. I think he actually mentioned that on his was it the Nick Aldis show that was briefly on YouTube. Um, I think the guy just oozes champion. I don't think like because we've been very critical of Terry Taylor on Crock and Roll for he puts on a suit and we're meant to think he's Ric Flair, but this guy could be. He puts on his suit, he carries the belt, and this guy could be the second coming of Ric Flair.
I agree. There's something about him. He just has. It'd be very hard. I mean, I know it'd be very hard to not see him with the championship because it to me it just they go together. It's like peanut butter and jelly, you know. It just goes together, and he's just. I think he could be a great heel in any of the big companies. But you know what? I'm happy to have him on NWA. To be honest, I'm glad that he stays loyal and stays here and is the franchise. I mean, let's call it what it is.
And as you can see on the screen here on our Twitch feed, check out all the great stuff on our TeePublic page. I saw the, hey, look, there's your pillow, Doctor. Everybody get a nice NWA Saturday Special onesie as well. Nice promo here by Aldis, cutting it on Aaron Stevens, his opponent this evening.
This is I'm not usually a fan of the promo during a pay-per-view, but I think I'll give them a pass on this because it has been so long since they've been on the screen. I think it's only right that you get your champion front and centre and you get them. You just basically because they are just resetting tonight, so it's almost like they're doing the first episode of Power all over again.
Yeah, I agree. I got no. Usually, I don't like opening shows. I don't even like opening pay-per-views with promos, but tonight is a very unique situation.
You know, guys, it's funny you say that. I kind of disagree. I sometimes miss, WWE went away from it for a while. I miss the pay-per-views because I think instead of showing the same old videos that they show, I like that it's like a current interview with the guys right before they're going to have their matches. It just kind of adds that build and the build up. Okay, you know how like again, watching even Rocky movies when we were younger, they would always go backstage before the fight and to kind of pump up this big match and make that big match feel. So I like that all this was on here, and again, you guys liked it too because NWA hasn't been around for a year, so you needed to kind of reset and get things going. But I don't know. I wish sometimes we get stuck in the same rut of how pay-per-views should be, that sometimes it's nice to do a little change. I wish they would change it up a little bit and have some more interviews during the pay-per-views. Not 10-minute interviews, quick 3 minutes, just to build up the matches.
We're opening the show with our four-way, and there he is, my man. Slice Boogie. Now, see, Dr. G, I said that he should have Uncle Stevie on either side of his pants to know that he is being supported by the team that he wears, whose colors he wears. And then we have Jordan
Weird,
Clearwater.
He come out with anything? Oh, what does he got on his ass?
It looks like you know what it looks like? It looks like
the Mets logo. It's really where it belongs.
It looks like.
Okay.
There's a hang-up button there. There's a hang-up button there, Calum. I know you have to deal with all the. You have to deal with
crunching. I'm enjoying my popcorn here.
It looks like the 2013 All-Star Game logo. And now here is our former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Jax Dane. Before the shutdown, Jax Dane, I think, was kind of restarting his feud with Tim Storm. Of course, it was Tim Storm that took Sweet Charlotte from Jax Dane back in, I think it was 2016, I think. and he held the belt for almost a year before losing it to Nick Aldis. So good to see Jack Stane back. Good to see some veterans to mix with these UWN guys that because Jordan Clearwater was there, as well as Slice Boogie, and now here is pretty big veteran of the circuit, Crimson. Crimson, of course, runs that tried and true promotion in the Knoxville area. They were part of that New Year's pay-per-view back in 2019. I'm looking forward to this one. This is a good opener. Some 4 guys that hopefully will be around for a while, and get some exposure under their belt. Calum, what do you think? How familiar are you with these guys, Calum? Anybody stand out to you?
Well, I know Crimson from his TNA days, and I know of Jack Stane because, as you said, he was NWA champion at one point. And it's guys like Jack Stane and Tim Storm that I don't think they get enough credit, or they don't get enough credit as they should, because these guys like Jack Stane and Tim Storm that carried the NWA on their back when it was worthless. So these guys deserve all the credit in the world for being able to keep those 3 letters relevant enough that we can be sitting here in 2021 watching an NWA pay-per-view. John Clearwater and Slice Boogie, I've got no knowledge of beyond what you guys have been saying on Saturday Special, so I'm excited to see what they can give us.
Yeah, they were definitely. He was a UWN guy, so he was probably working for Championship Wrestling from one of them, Hollywood, Phoenix, or Memphis, and good hand. He had a couple of good matches. Same with Jordan Clearwater. These guys, I don't know about Slice Boogie, but I know Jordan Clearwater came from the New Japan Dojo in L.A., which is where actually one half of our tag team champions, Kratos, I think, wrestles in the dojo as well. He's part of that tournament, that Strong Evolve tournament or whatever. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Steve Woolley always yells at me when I don't get the New Japan things right. Nice suplex there by Crimson. Yeah, Crimson's a veteran. He's a guy who not only is a good worker, but he's also a pretty good booker. I mean, I think he takes care of a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff in that tried-and-true promotion.
Hey, good evening, gents.
Oh, well, there is a familiar voice.
There's the PTB national treasure right here.
That's right. He's the regional treasure.
I was totally entranced with that Aldis promo. What a great moment to have this back on.
It's amazing. So great. Yes. And now we have our opening match.
Now, weren't Crimson and Jax, weren't they tag team champions at one point or no?
Let me take a look. In where? In Impact?
I don't know. I think they were tag team champions somewhere. I know they were a team here. I don't know where they were. They might have been tag team champions somewhere.
I'm gonna take a look while we're. See, on the live feed, I have no choice but to go to Wikipedia in the middle. So you guys are just gonna have to,
it's all good.
Gonna have to roll.
That's the joy of doing it live.
That's right. We're live, pal.
I would just like to take this opportunity to, first of all, welcome Shawn. Good evening, Shawn. Long time no speak. And also welcome our new followers. We've had a spate of new followers on Twitch. K Litke, Grimace AFC, and D Cooks 123 have all followed within the last day. So thank you all for if you're watching with us for NWA. Thank you all for following us. I hope you enjoy the show. And if you're not watching, I'll do the same. I'll repeat myself for Fastlane later on. But thank you all for following along.
Thank you, Calum. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to say, and thanks to everyone that's in the chat. I see some familiar names in the chat as well. So thank you all, and yes, I hope everyone is enjoying the show.
To answer your question, Shawn, you are correct. The War Kings, Crimson and Jack Stane, were 2-time OVW tag team champions.
What I thought. I wasn't sure where, but I knew they were.
Yep, they the first won it in August 4th, 2018, and then won it back. Then lost it to the Bro Gods, Colton Cage and Dustin Jackson, and then won it back that
Bro
November.
Gods.
The Bro Gods. You like that? The Bro Gods. That ends in a Z. How meta.
I bet they're a hell of a team, though. I'd love to see them, like, I mean, they look like they'd just be two beasts in the ring.
I agree. I don't remember Crimson being this big. He's almost like Aldis's size. Maybe a scooch smaller, but.
Well, in Impact, and Calum, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he have like a nice little undefeated run, like similar to Goldberg? He was really, really green, but he had a really big undefeated run for a while there.
Yeah, when they sort of ditched the Amazing Red's brother or cousin.
Yes.
When they ditched that and he went himself, I think he was undefeated for like 18 months to.
And I think he got a world title shot, and he lost that. Maybe I'd have to research it.
I mean, the guy is he is. I mean, he was when he first started with Amazing Red. He looked as green as grass, but I think he's decent in the ring. I think he's quite good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that he's still in the business because he's done a lot of independents and NWA pretty much only. Nothing real national.
Jax, they were working together a few moments ago. A little War Kings reunion for a few minutes. Slice Boogie with a nice missile drop kick on.
Yeah.
These guys are working hard.
That was.
Wow.
Scottish boys won.
I'm shocked.
Dr. G, I got to give the doctor credit. I didn't even pick him. He was my heart pick. Dr. G is 1-0 on the night. I am stunned.
Yeah, baby.
I am stunned. Well, I'm loving it. My man, Slice Boogie. Now he can afford to have Uncle Stevie on either side of his tights. But wow, nice win for Slice Boogie. I'm very impressed. That was a good little sprint, guys. I enjoyed that. A lot of hard strikes, move fast. I like the Jax Dane Crimson kind of acknowledging each other. Good opener. What you think, Doctor?
Oh, they're still looking at each other on
the
outside.
It was. These guys.
Yeah.
When you have a match, either three-way, four-way, it's sometimes very hard. But these guys did a good job. They didn't go too long. Like some of the matches, sometimes they go a little long. They have boring spots in it. But these guys really worked quick. And my man Slice Boogie here. Look at that.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a Mets fan, I picked them.
I don't know, guys. I think Jax. Sorry, Shawnee. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think Jax Dane, just to back what you were saying earlier, Sean. I think Jax Dane and Crimson might be a pretty good. Maybe we should have a War Kings reunion in NWA. It'd be a good team to have around.
I was thinking the same thing, and I was actually surprised that they went into this match together because I knew they were the War Kings, and I thought, man, what a great team this would be for the NWA. But maybe that's where they'll go eventually.
Well, just a couple of things from that last match, Sean. If we're ever at a WrestleMania together, I want us to walk into every single bar that we go to as the Bro Gods. I think we'd be a fantastic team.
That worked for me.
And just a couple of things from the chat. I asked them how does everyone feel about the return of the NWA. Scott 6173 says it's been a very long year. It is a big deal as fans need more options, and this is the ultimate option. Which I think we're all in agreement about that. Ben L 1981. I think you're very familiar with Ben L 1981, Sean. Yes. Tonight is phase 2 in the reset, so he's got no problems with an opening promo. And again, that's along the lines of what we were saying there. Plug number 1 of the night from a comment from Ben as well, who obviously enjoyed my acknowledgement of the few followers. Ben also had to Google the guy, and I'm glad his name is Jax Dane because Jax Dane sounds like a D'Amato special. So that is the update. That's the update from the chat after match number 1.
He couldn't help himself.
So keep it all coming.
Yep, Nate Valentine and Sal Renaro, who, by the way, of course, they had a little thing going, not a thing, but there was a storyline with the two of them and Royce Isaacs pre-COVID. But Sal Renaro, I had no idea how long he was in the business. If you've been listening to the main event, Sal Renaro was in TNA in 2003. He was working dark matches. So This guy's been in the business like 17, 18 years at this point. I had no idea.
I think he's a Ring of Honor original. I think he was in Ring of Honor in 2002.
Oh wow. Yeah, 'cause he wrestled.
That's how I remember him from.
Yeah, I saw his name in a couple of dark matches during the early days of the NWA TNA weekly pay-per-views. So,
Scott, say something about May Valentine in one of our shows.
What's that, Doctor?
You said something about May Valentine in one of our shows.
I said
I said,
May
that she was going to be a
Valentine
backstage.
Yeah, I said it this past weekend. I said I wonder if May Valentine will be back in a announcer role, and she certainly was.
I missed that beautiful belt.
I know.
What a beautiful belt.
I agree. So we have one half of the world's tag team champions. William Patrick Corgan McMahon has taken the JR off because there's only one JR, and he is just Kratos. No first names, pal.
Which seems to fit with him. I'm okay with that. That seems to fit on him. Yeah,
I kind of agree with that too. So, what a beautiful belt. I don't know if we could buy. I don't know if those are made. We'll have to check our sites. Shawnee.
I did, and it's not. I already looked for it. It's not there, and I was very sad.
Oh, look, that is a great T-shirt that Tyrus has got.
That is a boss T-shirt.
Great American Smash. Excellent.
Oh, that is awesome. That's a Dr. G shirt right there. That is a total Dr. G shirt.
And I know you talked about it on a Saturday special, but I was shocked that they signed him. Like, he was the last one I expected to see be on this show.
Same here.
I think he's got a bit of personality. I think he's a good character.
That ring again in the ring apron. This is so good.
What I will say about I think the advantage you've got about going back to GVP Studios is it was a shock when you went from big arenas to the performance centre or to an empty Daly's place. You don't have that sense of shock because there was never a big crowd in here to begin with, and they're hiding it. They're hiding it very well, I must admit.
So Tyrus playing it up a little heelish, cut a heel promo there with Kyle Davis. He's starting to bark to the no crowd, but I also noticed, guys, that is this a different angle camera-wise than pre-COVID? I feel like or is this the same angle? Because I don't remember the power half of the set being right behind the ring. I thought it was on camera side, so they must have switched things up a little bit tonight.
So I think where the camera used to be is where they came out, because I think the crowd was on their left-hand side when they came out, and I think where the hard cam is now is where the hard cam is where the crowd would normally be, I think.
I agree with you. Yeah, you're exactly right, Calum. I agree.
Pirates.
We saw Kratos. We watched Kratos a couple times. Shawnee, what are your thoughts of him?
Well, I watched him on the UWN on the when they were doing the shows then, and I didn't know a whole lot about him, but he looked pretty good in that tag match with Stevens when they won the tag team titles, and I don't know. I think he's got a good look. I like him, actually.
I do too. I like the size. What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, I think I definitely like his look. I think it's just going to be interesting to see is he still going to be tag team champions for very long? What are they going to do about that?
Yeah. Well, I guess it all depends on what happens. What happens at the end of our show tonight?
Well, they have yet to do that. They yet to have a first title defense at all. They won the belts and they haven't defended them since. And then the other two, the national TV title, have never been defended either with their new champions. So those will be first time defenses tonight too.
Yes, absolutely. I think the Pope defended the TV belt maybe once. I'm pretty sure, actually, Shawnee, I think there was an off-camera title defense for Murdoch. I think in like December.
Oh, that's right. It was at an indie show. You're right.
Yeah. It was about the same time. It was about that time when Aldis defended against Pillman's Kid. It was around that time in early December.
You're absolutely. But I'd have to look it up. I don't know if Pope's defended his or not.
You might be right. Maybe he hasn't. God, I love Haas fights. This is awesome. He definitely put on a little poundage, even from the Brodus Clay days when he was the Funka something. I don't remember which dinosaur he was. He was the Funkasaurus, and the other two were the Funkadactyls. Now that I remember,
he also looks a little bit bigger than those days right now.
No, I was about to say. He added a little bit of girth,
just a little bit.
I am
He's
digging
enjoying
Kratos.
his Fox News program. Too much.
Yes, he's enjoying the commissary.
Well, I wonder when's the last time he actually wrestled.
God, when was he in it? Was
I
it
have
Impact
no
he was
idea.
in, or was he in ROH?
Well, I mean, has he done any indies or anything? Because I haven't known of a match he's been in years.
I know. When he left WWE, I'm trying to think, was he at?
He was in
Somebody
Impact for a little while.
It was Impact, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Feel free, for those listening here on the Twitch feed, feel free to answer any questions that none of us know the answers to. we love the help, so please feel free. We love the input. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm digging Kratos. I didn't think about it, Dr. G. We only watched him a couple times at Shawnee, but I'm digging he has a presence. I gotta say, he's got a big presence. I like
him. I like him, but it's like him and Stevens together just seems like such an odd team. And by the way, if you remember, he was a substitute for the Question, actually, because I think it was the Question and Stevens that were challenging, and the Question didn't make it.
Yes,
so he was a
Question
sub.
Mark did not make it. Yeah, he was a sub, and he was one of those guys that was around the Long Beach studios. So
Yep.
I agree with you. I have a feeling this team is not going to be long together, regardless of what happens with Aaron Stevens later on in the night. I don't see this team staying together, but we have to talk about the tag team situation here at NWA as the evening progresses, because obviously we have no tag matches tonight.
Well, we got to see how it plays out and see if they have anything in store like tonight or even on Power this week in terms of teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a pick, Shawnee, that I think Jax Dane and Crimson are gonna be the War Kings again. That's my prediction. So. I think they're gonna. What do you think of that team, Dr. G? Little Crimson and Jax Dane is a massive powerhouse team. I'm digging that big time.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of almost like a Road Warriors of today type of team.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyrus working over the shoulder on Kratos,
and Nikita's been working the Twitter, talking about the Koloff dynasty. And he talked about it on our pod too. I'd love to see them here too.
Yeah, same here.
But just how refreshing is it? I think it's not going to be the last time I'll point this out. But Shawn, you just said, I think we'll find out on Power this week. How refreshing is it just be able to say that again?
Yes. But could you imagine, like, if the Rock and Roll Express came back and then the Koloff dynasty came in and you get the Koloffs versus the Rock and Rolls in,
yes.
2021? That would be
great.
They had a great match at Starrcade 85. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't know if it'd be the same, but I'd still pop for it, I think.
Tyrus working the trap, pulling the old Yokozuna pinch there.
I tell you,
I'm trying to think who the head referee is.
Gigantic. I mean, in
Tyrus, he is. He's just like a big ass Humpty Dumpty giant. That's what he looks like. Yeah.
He definitely has been enjoying the Fox News commissary. That's for sure.
I don't know if
picks
it's
up
just
Kratos for the slam.
I don't know if it's just because obviously they wear the Funkadactyls at one point, but Kratos is he's given off an Albert vibe to me. Or when he was Tensai, or Sweet Tea.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And
I guess thinking over how big he is.
And for anyone who was listening to we wouldn't have heard it on our chat here, but for anyone who was listening who did hear the dulcet tones of Randy Savage there, it wasn't Dr. G doing his spot on impression. It was a new follower on Twitch, M Poirier number 70. I think we know who. That's a familiar name to the people of Place to Be Nation. So thank you very much. We'll move that as our good friend Mark. Thanks very much for the follow, Mark, on Twitch.
We love Mark. Place to Be Nation's Canadian lemur. We love Mark for you. Good man.
So we've got a multinational Twitch stream tonight. We've got Ben in the chat. We've got Mark in the chat. We're covering all the Commonwealth, all the. Hopefully, at one point tonight, we'll get all 50 states on as well. That's an ambition.
I just totally noticed that Kratos had his arm taped up. I don't know how I missed that, but I just caught on to it. I totally did not even notice that.
Kind of looks like the staph infection rap that Steve Austin had at King of the Ring '98. So maybe that's, I mean, unless it's just maybe a hyperextension or something. But Tyrus is working it though. Good psychology in this match. Tyrus is working the taped shoulder, or the taped elbow. So that's pretty good.
Well, you could tell Tyrus is getting winded. You know, you can tell he's not in ring shape. So
I think I'm a little bit ahead of. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you guys on my thing, so I'm trying not to spoil it.
I'm behind. So
what a shock!
I think I'm right in the middle.
I'm like 40 seconds behind.
That famous Taco Bell internet. You just go to the future.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I wasn't crazy about this decision.
No.
I think this must mean that Tyrus is sticking around, because I don't think you would have Tyrus job the one half of the tag team champions and then leave. So he obviously must be sticking around. Because
he is winded though, Scott. Look at him. He's winded.
Yeah, he literally has like no muscle tone right now. He literally is just like great gut-filled goo.
He has definitely gone a little backwards since the somebody called my mama days. Can't even dance.
Yeah.
Can't walk.
Nope. My God. I mean, he's a house. Holy crap.
He is.
Wow. Yeah, I enjoyed the match in general. I thought it was a good Haas match in the beginning, but definitely about, I would say, 5 or 6 minutes in, you could definitely tell Tyrus was hitting the gas.
He is winded.
Yeah, he definitely was hitting the gas at the end. And but I'm a little bummed. I mean, I again, you know, when you're one half of the tag team champions, you know, eating a pin in a singles match is not the worst thing in the world. But I'm digging Kratos, so bummer there. But Tyrus gets the win, and now we have a promo with Mae Valentine and our national champion, Trevor Murdoch. I dig Trevor.
And I think we've all said, and I know I agree with you guys, that we think this could possibly be a match where we get a new champion, possibly.
Yeah. I think there's an outside chance we have a new TV champion, but as Doctor and I said on our preview special, that seems to be a feud that needs to marinate. You know, I could see. We'll talk about it when we get to the match, but that's one that could use a few powers to really get going. I love the ring, apron. Dr. G wanted me to take one of the NWA turnbuckle pads.
You were getting our TV title match now. I'm a little ahead. Sorry, Latimer's out.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Speaking of...
I'm so behind.
I love Latimer.
I do too. And it sounds like, based on the Aldis promo, on YouTube, that Strictly Business is sticking around, because Aldis kind of alluded to it at the end of the promo. So they just need somebody to replace Royce Isaacs, who of course left. Dr. G had a pretty good, I think it was Dr. G. It might have been Calum. No, it might have been you, Calum, that had a pretty good replacement for Royce Isaacs in Strictly Business. Somebody we may need to talk about in a little bit. But we have our World Television Championship.
So was Isaacs one of the ones that confirmed left during the off time? Was he one of the ones that said he was out?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He left. He left. He didn't leave a long time ago. He left in, I don't know, October, I think, maybe September, okay. October. So, man, Latimer is a brick shit house. I tell you,
he is.
He is a brick shit house.
If they put back catalogue of ICW on Peacock or on the network and whatever guys it's going to be in the future, Tom Latimer does some really, really good stuff. A few years ago, he was just a complete and utter arsehole heel. He was superb, and this is it. Like, the ICW crowd is very easily pleased sometimes, but he got nuclear heat every single time he did something. He had an absolutely brilliant run there. So if that ever comes on, I'll point you in the direction of some really good Latimer stuff.
There's our belt, Shawnee. Oh, so delicious. Always is, always will be.
Nice.
Doctor, where does that belt rank? Oh, sorry, Sean, go ahead.
No, I said I paused, so I think I'm up to where you guys are at now. So I think we're even.
Dr. G, where do you rank? Like where would you rank in your favorites? The world television title, which, by the way, is back to the black. He has the black leather.
Yes, he does.
So
Top 5, I would say, for me.
Yeah.
Top 5 championships.
We'll talk about the national. Yeah, I do too. I loved him in WWE in 06, 07. I loved him when he was leading the New Breed, even though most of those guys were slugs. But he was kind of like it was the second time in WWE history that it happened where somebody who wasn't the headline guy, who was with somebody else, actually took the spotlight. It happened in '97 when Vince brought in Taka Michinoku and Sasuke, and it was Taka who was just there to job to Sasuke, and Taka kept the job. Same thing in 06. The Pope came in, or Elijah Burke came in with, does everyone remember the very awe-inspiring Sylvester Terkay in WWE?
Absolutely.
And that guy was a loser. And
Start of Special Relations episode number 2 on December to Dismember.
Yep.
Listen, like even in TNA, like the Pope was super hot at a time. Like he was like really growing, and he was like a big contender, and he just fell out of the loop a little bit. Like he was like one of their big stars, I think, during the Hogan era that they were building in TNA.
Yes, I agree. This is a good David Goliath match because Latimer's got probably 40 pounds of muscle on the Pope. Pope's in shape.
Yeah. Latimer looks like a hoss, though.
He is a brick shit house.
He's one of these guys that could have. He's an asset to any company he's in, because he can talk, he can wrestle, he can do anything. He'll do anything you ask him to do, as far as I'm aware. So him being with the NWA, you've got a solid guy for a good number of different positions you want to put him in. It's a great get for Billy Corgan.
I think it's a good core. I think the NWA has a good core right now. Of guys. Now you have to build upon that core of guys.
But how insane is it? A month and a half ago, we were just all like, "Oh, everybody's left," and here we are.
Yep,
I know.
I feel bad. Dr. G and I
complain.
Dr. G and I ripped the crap out of Billy. What, 4 months ago?
Yeah. Well, I was pretty wrong to him in on this on Twitter, so I feel a little bad myself. I wasn't very nice to either one of them.
Oh crap! I forgot we got a clock. TV title, so it's got a clock. It's a 10-minute time limit.
Yeah.
So we have 8 minutes left. Oh, they're kicking it old school, guys. I think the match will continue after the 10-minute mark, but it won't be for the TV title.
I love it.
Oh, that's something. Remember they used to do that on the old Saturday shows.
Yep.
Oh, that brings a whole new wrinkle into it. If this is what I'm thinking it is.
That was a Lord Steven Regal special, wasn't it? He lost the match, but he lost the match in like 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Or
well, you know what? It keeps the match pace very fast too. When you have the 10 minutes.
I don't know how I feel about the Pope's leg warmers that he's wearing. Looks like wet leg warmers.
I thought he was going to pull those up into knee-pads. For some of you younger viewers that may not understand what we're talking about, back in the 80s, when the NWA World TV title was prevalent, what they would do is they would have, on the weekly shows, they would have a TV title match, and the first 10 minutes of the match, the title would be on the line. After that, the match can continue, but it is no longer a title match. So that's why the clock is up, which means if Tom Latimer can't pin the Pope in the next 7 minutes, or wherever your clock is right now, the match can continue, but it is no longer for the TV title. It's just a match. So there's a chance, guys, where maybe Latimer can steal a win at like the 11-minute mark and maybe really get a feud going. So I can't believe I didn't even think of that. That's amazing.
I didn't think of it either.
Yeah. Doctor, what do you think about that? Let me ask Calum, because Calum didn't grow up during it. Calum, what are your thoughts on that stiff back in the day, the whole 10 minutes, and then the title shot vanishes? What are your thoughts on that for somebody who didn't watch it live?
I think it's absolutely genius, because it's one of these things that it could make you. It makes your champion look vulnerable, but it also gives them an excuse. And as we said, like guys like, I know it's a wee bit later on into the 90s, but guys like Steven Regal who can float around going, I'm still the champion, but and he just uses it, and you basically just eking out the amount of time you need to, and then after that it doesn't really matter if you win or lose, you're still the champion. I think it's brilliant, and it's just it's such a simple sort of stipulation, but something that can be so effective.
Well,
No,
'cause
obviously
it keeps
we're
the match pace. You know,
Yes.
look, I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of a rest hold here and there, but for the most part, there's a lot of action, and you'll see, you know, probably as we get, you know, to the last minute or two, the action will really, really pick up. And,
It's like an Iron Man.
And you know, because it's on television, so television is more of a timed event.
Oh, do that.
So you're the television champion, so put a stipulation on it.
It's like an Iron Man match, you know? Ooh, a reverse.
Yeah,
That's a nice move. That's a nice move.
Yeah, you guys are a little ahead of me.
I think Dr. G, you could shoot. I think you can shoot ahead with your remote. You're not missing much if you go ahead at like 30 seconds. Don't worry.
I paused it twice, so
I know.
get back caught up. So
It's a good thing we've got
What's
a
your
timer on
clock
the
say,
screen.
Doctor? What's your clock say?
Hang on one sec.
I'm at 4:30 right now.
I'm at 4:26, so we're pretty close.
Okay. Yeah, but that was a nice suplex into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to say this now. I think Tom Latimer can be a future world champion.
100%.
He's got the look.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah, I think he's got the look of being if say down the line. I mean, not that Aldis has to leave. This isn't like NXT where once you're not the champ anymore, you got to get promoted. But if Aldis moves on to like another feud or something, that Latimer could be a guy that could carry them as a great heel world champion. Nice move.
Oh yeah, but or if maybe they do one of those classic storylines where him and Aldis kind of do, you know, that's almost famous NWA where like the Horsemen would break up, and then you had Luger and Flair could go down that route too, where they teased Ascension and they built a long-term.
Oh yeah,
storyline
almost
between them.
like Triple H Batista in Evolution. Oh yeah,
Seems like it would just build itself.
But what
I agree with you 100%.
the way I was thinking it could go as well is if they wanted to go down Aldous Storm again potentially, but not necessarily for the title. You could have almost like an Evolution type thing where Aldous loses the belt, but Latimer wins it, and like Latimer would play the Orton role, not necessarily with the swift face turn losing it straight back again, but I can see Aldous Latimer being the champion within Strictly Business if the bosses get other things to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Dr. G? Do you think Latimer is world title material?
No doubt. For the NWA, he's got the look. You know, he's great on the mic. It's just a matter of you know, if it's him versus Aldis, you know, who would be the heel? Thanks.
I feel like he would be the heel.
Yeah.
Latimer, absolutely.
Because Aldis is like Flair. He's that hybrid. You know, there were times where Flair was a heel and then he was a face and kind of both.
2 minutes to
Him
go.
and Camille are engaged in real life, so you could totally he'd probably make a great heel champion with Camille by his side too, kind of like Aldis has been.
Yep. Particularly if she's the women's world champion, which is something we'll obviously discuss a little bit later on.
Oh,
nice moves here by the Pope.
Could be. I never did this when I was thinking about predictions, but could you have Latimer win here, and then Adonis win and join Strictly Business, so you have a Horseman type thing where they have most of the belts.
What do you guys have left in the match here?
I have 90 seconds.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, 90 seconds. Yep.
So I'm a little behind. Not as much as I was.
Nice little kind of like I like that little elbow stuff on the ropes that Pope was doing, where he does one and then the other, then the third. That was nice. Look at that. Oh.
Get rid of the leg warmers, Pope, and then you won't slip on the turnbuckle.
Oh shit. Oh, Pope.
Ooh.
Oh, Pope.
Oh,
That's a huge power
minute to
bomb
go.
right there. I love
Minute to
power
go.
bombs. 1, 2. Oof. I got 52 seconds left.
Okay, so I'm actually ahead of you guys.
Yeah, I've got 45 seconds left now.
I'm 38 seconds.
Calum, it looks like the good lady has joined the chat, Calum.
Oh,
Let's have a look. Yes, we've got a new follower, the
so
good
I went
lady.
from being a minute behind.
I got 10 seconds left.
Oh, I've got 20 seconds left. How's this
So you're
happening?
ahead of me
How'd you get 9?
I don't know. I'm at
Jesus.
10, 9.
I'm at
My
15. I'm at 15.
I'm
my
at
clock's
10.
at 0. I'm at 0.
What is happening?
Now I'm at 0.
I've got the Taco Bell internet tonight.
See, this is what I love. This is the part that you.
Oh no, it was just a 10-minute match. It was just a
Really?
10-minute match.
Are
It won't
they
stop.
throwing it out? Oh,
Yep, it's a draw. It's a draw. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that they would keep going. Well, like I said,
Wow.
yep. I
Come
would
on,
have kept the
Pope,
match. I
start
would
it
make
up
it
again.
15. I know, Pope. Make it 15
Yeah.
minutes.
Be a freaking face champion and start the match back up.
Oh, Tom Latimer gave him good. I want Tom Latimer to stay the heel. I didn't want a handshake. He gave him the Fongo Mats. That's what I think.
Yes, he sure did. Keep this going though. That's awesome. That was a good match.
oh yeah,
was a
I
good
enjoyed
match.
that.
You like the black belt back? Black leather?
Uh,
Or do you like the red leather back?
I like the red, but the black has its place. But I'm a big red. I'm a big red guy. I'm good with Pope staying the champion. That's good.
But I like the draw, though.
Yeah.
I like the draw. I like the draw, and I like the fact that Latimer gave him a Fangul at the end. So I think we'll see some character development from him on Tuesday on Power.
So just a wee update from the chat. We have a new follower, the good lady. So thank you to the good lady for following. They then also, she then also, I assume she's a she. She's the good lady. Says hello. Who's in charge here? And I believe there might be a noise complaint coming very soon. Oh, Calum has promised me he was finished podding forever. I can hear him from the next room. I would like him banned. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So, blown my cover.
We got an Aaron Stevens promo. So his promos that we've seen so far, guys, this one here and the one like on YouTube is very babyface-ish. So I think he's kind of with the babyface side, at least for this for tonight. We'll see how things change Tuesday, but
I love the interviews in the middle. This is great because it really.
Oh, I agree.
Makes a bigger match feel.
plus I feel that these are obviously pre-taped. Guys, you should probably adjust the cameras before you start the promo, but that's okay. That's all right. We're getting our feet back in the kiddie pool before we dive back into the 10-foot end. That's all right. It's all good. I've enjoyed Tim Storm on commentary, and God, she is smoking. Holy shit!
Oh,
Taryn Terrell, she was in Impact
and WWF
and
the
WWE. Yeah,
and the former Mrs. Drew McIntyre. Got to shoehorn that one in, guys.
Mrs. Drew McIntyre, correct.
that's right.
Got to shoehorn that one in, guys.
Calum, it's a double whammy for you tonight. You get the X and the Mister.
And she's the isn't she the former commissioner of ECW, I think, too?
Yeah.
Yes.
And she had a really good run at Impact. I don't think in the WWE she got a really good one, but she was really, really good at Impact. She had some really good matches there.
Was she not also like the official Knockouts referee at one point?
All right, guys.
Well, she was also Knockouts champion. Oh, yeah.
She was?
This is great. Oh, Camille.
This is
love
it.
her.
This is the match. And I don't even know if I don't think I'm overhyping it. This is literally the match we have waited a year for. And just no doubt about it. The match everyone has waited 1 year for. I'm a little bummed that Serena Deeb, our women's world champion's not here, as we mentioned on the last couple of specials, she had her knee scoped, so she will not. She's out for the foreseeable future. But hopefully, we'll see her on Powers. But
I'm actually
So
very
the last
surprised
time we
that they've-
saw Camille on UWN, I think she was doing like some kind of muscle show or whatever, and she looked really, really like skinny, but she looks really good here. Thunder Rosa not selling any of that injury.
from
Not
the
bandaged up
graveyards
or
of
anything.
from the graveyards of Tijuana, Mexico.
I love that. I like that flag. Not gonna lie, I think it's a cool flag. I think Joe Galley just mentioned the match on Dynamite. Dr. G, you said on the special you would ask me if we thought they were going to mention it. I think Joe Galley did just mention the match with Britt Baker. So
That's
I have
great.
a question.
That you should.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. This is big, guys. I mean, this is big. And I said
this is big for sure.
I said on
That's an
main event,
interesting
and
flag.
I know, isn't it cool? I kind of dig it. Very patriotic. I'm not gonna lie. I was pissed when Thunder Rosa was not in the top 10 PWI women's for 2020, and they had like a bunch of nameless. First of all, I think they had Rio in the top 10, which is a fucking shame. Pardon my. Well, I'm the boss. I can swear. Is a shame.
AEW bullshit.
Yeah, it is really. Riho, get a grip.
Well, is that not only because she was champion and it is sort of still a kayfabe magazine?
But I would think if you were
Who's
to
your
do
boss,
it now,
Dozer?
if you were to do it now, she would be top 5 easily. I bet.
I
Oh,
agree.
she's a sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Dr. G,
genuinely.
how do you see this? Oh, sorry, Calum, go ahead.
No, all I was going to say is that I'm just a quick one. I'm genuinely surprised that they've done this one tonight and they've not built this one on Power to maybe the Crockett Cup or whenever their next pay-per-view is going to be.
Well, this match out of a lot of the matches tonight would be the one to get people to buy because Rosa's been on. She's been on AEW. She just had this huge freaking match with Baker, and this is kind of like a NWA's been building this match for a long time. This is the ticket right here.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get a decisive winner here tonight, though. I think it's going to be one of those feuds you're going to keep going. You do?
Oh yeah, I think Camille's taking this.
I do too.
I forget what I said on the Saturday
Listen,
special.
Rosa picked up the big win on AEW the other night. Got a huge win, and they could sell it. Oh, she's been hurt. She's not herself. They could do so much. And honestly, Camille should be the one to challenge Serena. It should be Camille, in my opinion, because we've already seen Rosa and Serena fight twice.
This is true.
But this is definitely the match we've been waiting for, though.
Of course, Thunder Rosa lost the women's title to Serena D back in October. One of the few highlights, Dr. G, of our 12-episode jaunt through UWM Primetime Live. I think that was one of the few NWA matches after episode 4 that we actually got. Now, Camille just needs to use her size and just start bullying. Don't talk so much, Camille. She does, like, way too much. She's like Kenny Omega. Enough with the arm wagging. Just beat the crap out of her. We don't need all this arm wagging. I understand jaw jacking, but you're doing that Kenny thing where he waves his arms and he doesn't know why. There we go.
Kenny Omega does a lot of things. I don't think he knows why he does it.
Yeah. Well, when Gozer from Ghostbusters is your booker, you're not quite sure what you're doing, so. I think Sigourney Weaver should co-book AEW. That way we have Gozer and Zool together. just saying.
Jeez,
Good
here
arm
we
break.
go.
Good arm bar here. When was the last time you watched an episode of Dynamite? Please, spare me your nonsense.
Last
You even
week.
watch TNT?
I did last
Well,
week.
you did. I'm talking about the other one.
All right.
His wife and his daughter. The only TNT that his wife and his daughter watch are Rizzoli and Isles. So, who, by the way, would probably be better. They could work better than Riho and AEW. Angie Harmon and I forgot what the other actress's name is, but.
Scott
You
or
know
G, did you guys watch the women's match with her and Breaker? Did you guys see it yet?
I tried to watch it earlier in the week on the TNT app, and for some reason the TNT app wasn't playing right. But I did watch a couple of clips on YouTube on AEW's YouTube page, and it looked amazing.
That's
to
what
me.
I watched.
Yeah. I love Britt Baker. I think she's been disrespected in AEW. She's kind of like, to me, the female equivalent to Hangman Page. They should be pushing those people to the moon, and they keep getting stuck in the middle.
And her and Rosa, to me, that were the top two women. I mean, that's why I thought it was such a great match, because those are two of the top females out there
I think she'll be getting some respect now.
Absolutely.
Better. Meanwhile, Kenny just won't take the belt off Shida, who... I mean, Shida's better than Rio, but I don't know how much that speaks, but she's had the belt, like, what, a year and a half or something now?
Yeah.
Anyway, I've enjoyed this so far. Thunder, and they're very physical on the outside. They've definitely been given the most stage leeway than the other matches. Now, we have to take into account, guys, and I just mentioned this in the chat, that, obviously there's a lot of ring rust. Well, maybe not. Thunder Rosa probably has the least ring rust of anybody in the building tonight. So, you might see a few, like, setup spots and a couple of, missteps, but I think, Camille, you weren't even close to the post there.
Mm-mm.
Things like that, the little things that they'll have to get back into the swing of things on. But
Ooh. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, that was a bad spot. It wasn't good. Yeah.
Nothing beats a good Hulk Hogan back raking.
Yeah, Camille's definitely got a little bit of ring rust for sure.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Yeah.
But that's why it's good to be in there
this.
with a Thunder Rosa.
Oh, yeah, I love this.
Yeah, this is great.
The Rosa's facials on this is great.
It is. I agree with you guys, because she's locked in till I think the end of 2022 in NWA. So maybe we're being a little hasty to call for the quick Camille job, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
But at the same time, again, she's not an AEW employee, so it's not like she's going to win the AEW title.
And they're not really. I mean, I can't hear a lot of the announcing. They're not really playing, as far as I could see, of her being injured the other night. So they're not really using that.
She's not selling it either. Gee.
No. I mean, she looks like you would never know she was in that match on Wednesday.
I mean, there's no cut, there's no Band-Aid where she was bleeding, nothing. You wouldn't even know it if they didn't mention it.
So that begs the question then, do we think the show was taped?
Well, no, because I saw some of them flying here yesterday. I mean, they could have taped it last night, because I saw some of them on Twitter. A couple of these guys were flying there this morning.
Oh, okay.
Even this morning.
Okay. I thought so, but I was agreeing with you. When I saw Thunder Rosa walk out, I'm like, really? She doesn't even have, like... Is this like Survivor Series 2000 when Austin dropped Triple H with the car and he came back 2 weeks later with a Band-Aid where he probably should have been dead? So, Ooh, nice suplex by Camille there. Yeah, Camille is one of those... She's like a piece of clay. She's got the look. She's got the thing. She just needs to be a little more molded.
Yeah.
But having someone like Thunder Rosa in there with her right now is perfect. It's doing wonders for her, I think.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa is one of the top 2-3 women in the world right now.
I agree.
No doubt.
100%.
Easily.
If you can keep her having matches with Rosa, if you can have matches with, or if she can have matches with Serena Deeb, she's only going to get better.
I would love to see her against Charlotte Flair. I think they would have a great match. Thunder Rosa and Charlotte Flair.
Oh,
I agree.
Don't wish me more Charlotte Flair matches.
You know what I'd like to see? Because of the crazy facials? Thunder Rosa and Asuka. Crazy Mexican face paint versus crazy Japanese face paint. Oh, Hachimachi on that one. Can they spit mist at each other? Oh. I've been listening a little bit. Tim Storm is not bad on commentary. I know, G, you and I, when we were doing the early Power reviews, we were kind of a little critical of Tim Storm's promo delivery, but he's been pretty good on commentary so far, I got to say. Hasn't been too bad.
Yeah, I could see him doing a pretty good job with that, though.
Camille knows how to be a good heel bully, though. I will say that. She just needs to not do all the arm waving. That's a Kenny thing.
She's a little bit more green than and obviously Thunder Rosa.
Oh, clearly.
But again,
she's like
she has the
China.
size.
She's like China in like '98, where she was just she had the look, but she was she could do basic power moves, but as time progressed, she got better at kind of telling the story in the ring. And it didn't hurt to work with men at the time. She worked with Jarrett, obviously, and then she worked with Jericho. So and Eddie. So she had good work in terms of learning the storytelling aspect and the psychology aspect. And I think Camille with time. Oh, Camille, that was bad. You guys will get to it in a minute.
Yeah, I already saw it. Her selling really sucked there for a minute.
And she's calling. She clearly now maybe that was a camera move, but the camera clearly caught her calling a spot.
Yeah, but her selling on those thrusts were really bad.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, we get that you're big, Camille, but you're gonna have to. You are dealing with probably the best in the world right now, so you might want to sell just a little bit more.
So who do they got out there cheering? They got people I guess backstage people out there cheering and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably like NXT.
Yeah.
Where they have I think the best, on a side note, the best fanless wrestling I've watched, I have to say, has been Impact. I think they've done a great job taking advantage of the lack of fans. They keep the cameras very tight.
Yeah.
I think they do a pretty good job. Nice move.
Yep.
I love the bow and arrow. But you know what I mean, Shawn? You don't have to, making sure the camera's focused on the ring and the entrance. That's why I like that the entrance is very tight in Impact.
Impact's been really good. Not only that, they've also been really good about keeping their storylines somewhat tight. And after their major shows, they're really good about intertwining and doing different storylines, moving out of their current ones. They've done a really good job over the last year, I think.
I agree. And I got to say, while we're waiting for Peacock to get its act together for the next 4 months, maybe people should consider signing up for Impact Plus. It's only $8 a month, and they got a lot of good stuff on there.
Yeah, I love it. We love it. We love doing the Impact Pod, and it's a great app. I mean, I have no complaints about that app whatsoever. I know we all had some issues when it kind of redid itself, but great content on there.
Yeah. After all the crap I dealt with.
And they do monthly free pay-per-views on there too.
Yes, they do.
I get the subscription to that through Fight TV. I don't use the I don't use the Impact Plus app. It's just all done through.
Nice.
This. So I've got a nice back catalogue of Impact and a couple of AEW shows that I've bought, and now this in my on demand. But it's building up nicely. That's one good thing about Fight TV as well. It's like buy and keep.
Yeah. I honestly wish, Calum, that AEW would make a deal with Fight TV for their pay-per-views in North America, instead of that piece of shit Bleacher Report site, that BR Live. That thing is garbage.
Well, that's what we've got over here. The only place they did one on ITV box office, but they're this whole thing that Cody was saying about them having a bet, the best TV contract in the UK is basically around the fact that you can get it free to air, but it's never free to air at the same time every week. They basically get shafted on it. And if you want to watch Dynamite live or in any proper time, you need to pay £5 a month and watch it through Fight TV. So they do have the infrastructure there if they want to change that.
I think they should, because G and I watched a couple of AEW. Yes, I did pay for AEW pay-per-views at one time. And BR Live is fucking crap. I would love to see now, if AEW
they're owned by Turner, though, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, you know what, Turner? Get your act together and fix the fucking app, because it's crap. The app is crap. Singing my West Texas Rednecks. App is crap. Go to Fight TV. They're better. This match, guys, has actually been pretty damn good. And I got to give, for all of Camille's faults, she's
Thunder Rosa's made up for it.
Yeah, she definitely has.
Yeah,
And to Camille's
Rosa's
credit,
definitely
she's calling this match.
Yeah, she sure is. But
yeah,
Scott, like you said, Camille she's had a few rusty spots and a few botchy looking things, but not terrible.
No, this is definitely you know what this match reminds me of, guys? It reminds me of Flair Sting at Clash 1. Where Sting was this nice molded piece of clay and then you had the greatest in the world, and they put on a pretty good performance. And I think this match is very similar to that. Nice spear. She crushed her. Crushed her.
Ooh.
And Camille, to her credit, Camille does have that look of like a bitchy heel. Like her eyes, the mannerisms with her facial feet. She does have the look of an awesome heel. I will give her that. That's one of her positives. Oh, snapped her again. 1, 2, and Camille.
Yep.
So there we go. So Camille will get the future women's world title shot against Serena Deeb.
I knew, like I said, I had a feeling that's where they were going.
Yep, I do too. What are your thoughts on this, Doctor?
No, I mean, listen, Thunder Rosa, she has nothing to be ashamed of here. I mean, she did the job, and she's still one of the best in the world, and she'll still get her chance. But Camille was the one, before this, like you were saying, before COVID, they were building to be their super heel and future super heel champion. So,
and even though,
hopefully she learned a lot from Thunder Rosa in this, though, because Thunder Rosa really carried the match.
Well, to Camille's credit,
Thunder Rosa something.
Oh yeah, Aaron Stevens is back. Not Aaron Stevens. It was
Austin Idol.
Austin Idol. Yeah. Good Lord, this looks so old. A little bit of Ric Flair looking old here.
Yeah, with this Adrian Street T-shirt or with this Adrian Street button-down shirt.
I'm sorry to anyone who can hear tapping in the background. It's just me. It's just me typing away in the chat. Oh, so sorry if it's slightly off-putting. I do apologise.
You gotta love Austin Idol.
Oh, he's awesome. Good.
He looks good for his age, though. You have to say. I mean, I know he's got that bleach blonde hair, but
Austin Idol, who is a star of the brand new video game Retromania Wrestling, along with Nikita Koloff and the National Treasure Nick Aldis. I played it on stream a couple of weeks back and was awful at it. But I will practice. I need to get Nikita to world champion. After all, he is a family member. I need to do the family proud.
So here we are with our national championship match, and Chris Adonis, aka Chris Masters, definitely does not have the WWE Chris Masters girth that he had in 2005, 2006. But still looks pretty good, though.
On the juice as much.
No, he's definitely not drinking the Nandrolone here, but still looks good, though.
It does. This could be an underrated match right here.
I agree. What do you think of the pacing, guys? Because this is already, we've been on for an hour and, 10 minutes? And this is already the 5th match. We only got one match left. So do you think this was expecting this to be kind of a quickie? Or maybe there's other stuff coming? What do you think? You think that, I mean...
I'm hoping for maybe like a little surprise, maybe to introduce a new guy, a new wrestler to the organization. But I'm not upset with it. I think everything, the pacing's nice. You don't need to do 3-hour shows all the time. I think 2-hour wrestling shows are fine.
Yeah,
as long as the pacing and the matches are good.
3 hours. Yeah, no, I agree. Of course, join, if you're listening to this, join the Doctor and I later tonight. Check out the feed, placetobe.podbean.com, where Dr. G and I will give a full Back for the Attack recap show. And then join us, of course, every Saturday morning. Well, not every Saturday morning. Join us every week The new episodes of the Saturday Special drop every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And next Saturday, Doctor, we'll have our first Power recap since, well, we did that Superpower when they released that. We did that 1 week. But probably our first, I guess, current Power recap in a year.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that next week. The NWA
What do you think
Saturday
about this belt, guys?
I
mean, I like the old national championship. We were talking about that offline, you and I, Scott.
Yeah,
but
I gotta be honest. That, of course, that's the belt that I guess is what the old WWF World Title belt looked like that Bruno won in '63. It's okay, but I gotta be honest. I kind of dig the
that
old,
looks
the
like
national...
it should be more like a U.S. belt. Because, you know, I mean, I know
Right.
national and U.S.
I think it wasn't it? Is that not the US belt that Piper held in Mid-Atlantic at one point?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think, Superfly Jimmy Snuka had it back in the early '80s.
You know who really looked great with that belt around his waist? Wahoo McDaniel.
Oh, come on now, Scott. There's no need for that.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
All right, so here we go. Still the same Chris Masters tights because it has M on the back on his butt. So, but anyway, for those that are younger, the old '80s national heavyweight title looked just like the TV title, except it was yellow. But it looked exactly the same, except the painting on the plates were yellow instead of red. But it looked just like the TV title. That was
So maybe they want something a little different.
Yeah, maybe.
Good point about Masters tights. I didn't know. I guess things are, money's tight. I mean, we're wearing tights that we wore 10 years ago.
Wore those I wonder if he wore those at WrestleMania 22 when he got a tag title shot against Big Show and Kane. What are your thoughts on the national belt, Calum?
I like it. I get your. I do get your point that it's probably best suited to be a US title, but I think they wanted to. I think they maybe wanted to differentiate from the TV belt, knowing that they might have wanted to bring that back. I think it's quite it's different, which different sometimes good. Variety is the spice of life, as they say.
That's true.
The pacing of this match is so maybe, Scott, they're trying to kill a little time here. The pacing of the match is a little slower than I expected.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though Murdoch's a big guy, but Murdoch can move.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we weren't expecting planches and flippies. But yeah, no, I was expecting this match to be...
We don't need planches and flippies all the time.
No. And this is, I mean, these two guys aren't going to give you that. These are two meat grinders, so... I like Murdoch's tights. Joe Galley pumping
boy.
Yeah, he is. Joe Galley pumping up Power, which will come back this coming Tuesday at 6:05 on Fight TV. $5 a month. That's all for the monthly Power bundle. $5 for 4 shows a month. I mean, can you go wrong? You can't go wrong. $5 a month. And the Powers usually went between 40 and 65 minutes. So you're not getting something cheesy. You're going to get a good length program.
Yeah, no, I mean, and listen, they have to have some kind of revenue stream coming in. And, I have to say, guys, I mean, you guys are probably on some of the social media sites a little bit more than I am, but in the stuff that I see, people were really excited about this pay-per-view today. So I'm hoping that that NWA did well. It seemed like there was and I definitely think the match on Wednesday night helped that. It just seemed.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we got that match here, with the women's match in the middle of the program, but still a good match. And but that Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa match on Wednesday really, I felt was a good marketing tool for Billy to add some extra buys.
Yeah, I agree.
I like what.
Yeah, this.
Sorry, you go, Scott.
No. I was going to say something. Go ahead, Cal.
No, because I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh no, I remember now. You guys were saying on Saturday Special that the Power shows were averaging about 300,000 views a week or per episode. I mean, imagine if they could even get half of that or 100,000 of that at $5 a month or £5 a month. It's a good income stream for them. And for $5, what you're paying $1.25 a show on average a month for a month.
What's
a no-brainer.
The comparison? So $5 here is how many pounds for you over there?
Well, Fight normally just if I was to pay it in dollars, it would cost me about £3.50. But what Fight normally do is if it's 4 night like this one, it was $19.99. This one was £19.99. They just normally keep it like dollar for pound.
Oh, okay.
But for £5 a month, I mean it's a no-brainer.
No doubt. It'll be interesting to see how. Go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say that I quickly and then to G. The stream has been pretty good. Fight TV's done a great job tonight because remember that first episode of UW was a shit show, and the stream has been very smooth tonight. So kudos to Fight TV. They've done very well.
What was it like when they did the pay-per-views before? Because I know you guys watched Into the Fire and Hard Times live as well, didn't you? So what was the streaming like for those?
They were good. No, they were good. Fight TV. I mean, Fight TV are pros. I mean, they're pretty much the best, in my opinion. I think the best wrestling pay-per-view portal in North America. In terms of, I've never heard anybody complain about stuff, whether it's ROH or some Japan stuff, some of the indie stuff. Steve Willie gets a lot of stuff on Fight TV. The only time it was ever really a struggle was that first episode of Primetime Live. And I think that's what kind of ruined that Aldis Mike Bennett match was the shitty connection. Of course, as the speed got better, the shows got worse. So I kind of sucked. But yeah, no, I definitely I like Fight TV does a good job, and most of their stuff is very affordable. You know, obviously the only drawback, I just thought of this, probably the only drawback of AEW going to Fight TV would be they'd have to probably raise their pay-per-view because they'd have to give a cut to Fight TV, whereas with BR Live, it's kind of incestuous there with TNT and Turner, and so maybe they don't have to give anything.
I don't know about that. I'm sure that because they run them as separate companies, I'm sure that BR Live gets some of that cash. But I mean, they're not going to go away from that. So at that point, BR Live has to upgrade their. I mean, I haven't watched the pay-per-view on there in a while, so I don't know if it's gotten better or not.
The last one I watched was last year's Revolution. So I haven't watched an AEW pay-per-view in over a year, and it was okay. But I remember All In or All Out 2019, the one where Jericho won the inaugural title from against Hangman Page. I remember the connection was not great. So I've enjoyed this match.
This match is a good back and forth, and definitely killing some time here. They
definitely are. Oh, nice move, nice roll up here. Oh, wow! I am stunned. See, this is an upset. Wow. Nice roll up by Trevor Murdoch, and he retains his NWA National Championship. I gotta call this an upset. I'm not gonna lie. No disrespect to Trevor.
I wonder if this is just it is just a reset, just like almost like a showcase type show.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. You're right.
That's been
interesting. Now, do you think they're going to do some more marketing, Scott? I noticed I went on the new site, the NWA site, and there was no shop yet. So
I think they're working on it. If you click on it, it says they're working on it. Oh, come on, Adonis. Beat the shit out of him. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Oh, you're miles ahead of me, Scott.
Oh.
That's all right.
I'm not as good at it as Shawn is to prepare everyone for me being ahead.
Oh no, Sean's awful at it. Or Logan is the worst.
Oh god. This is what we wanted, guys. There it is. Is it called the Adonis piece? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what we need. Adonis needs to be a fucking scumbag slime heel. That's what he needs to be. Go back to California. I love the heckling. All right, well, there's Austin Idol going through the curtain. I don't know if we were supposed to see that or not, but that's okay. Oh, is Austin Idol going to be his manager? Oh, that would be awesome. Please tell me Austin Idol is going to be his manager. We just saw Austin Idol walk through the curtain.
No, he's there, yeah.
So they call it the Master Lock.
Oh, they did. Well, you can't really. Master Lock is a lot.
WWF might not have the
Copyright.
You know, a lot of times they get rid of the copyright because I believe isn't it the New Heart Foundation or whatever that opened up. Gives that smirk just like you give when you're a heel.
When you mean every day?
Out. Yeah, pretty much.
I saw Austin Idol. Damn it! I thought he was going to be his manager. That would be fucking great. That'd be outstanding.
You know what? He should go back. He should go back in there now, attack those guys, and just keep beating on them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, that's Crimson. Is that Crimson?
I love a good heel.
Who's that scrub? He'll never touch a belt.
Just put the Master Lock on anything with a pulse.
It'd be great.
Just anything that moves, Master Lock.
Put a Master Lock. You know what? Put it on Tim Storm right now. That would be awesome.
Oh, that would be good.
Tim Storm is like the John Cena of the current NWA. He's like the ultimate babyface, you know?
It's true.
Come on, Austin Idol.
Oh my god. Let's see if I can get a little
that
volume here.
You think that's a wig? Maybe that's why he's got the hat on.
71 years old.
Looks pretty good for 71. I'm not gonna lie.
So is he going to do commentary for the main event?
Oh, he's definitely a heel because Austin Idol just mentioned the Yankees in Atlanta. What's next? He's going to mention Jim Leyritz.
Oh, he was thingy. He was Aldis's manager for.
Yeah, he was. Time. Yeah, I forgot about that. Tonya, Austin Idol needs to manage Adonis because Adonis, his promos were okay. Austin Idol should manage Adonis, I think. While you're listening to the promo, of course, as you see on the screen, check out all the great feeds we have in the quad of pods, the North-South Connection Podcast Network. Aaron George, my PIC, Mr. Rozzero, and Chad Campbell putting some great stuff out over there, as well as the PTB Pop Experience and the Jenny Position. The quad of pods. Dr. G used to wear that shirt to work when we worked together. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah, it's still in the closet.
Well, I think I'm going to need to. I said me and Sean would need to be the bro gods earlier on, but if you can bring that shirt back out of retirement, you'll be the ultimate bro god at that point. Oh, absolutely. You can be a Austin Idol.
Okay, great.
Oh God.
Because I could be a vicious heel at times if I want to be.
Yes, he can. I've seen it. He's jumped off walls. He's hit me with liquor bottles. Oh yeah, he could definitely be a heel. Ooh. Ooh. What is this?
Tim Storm is not like an Austin Idol.
No, but this promo is pretty intense. It says there's a secret about Nick Aldis that only Austin Idol knows.
A deep dark secret. He's married to Mickey James.
He is?
No one knows that.
All right. I'm back, gents. Hello.
I wonder what that's going to look up. Oh. Bit of storytelling right before the main event. You got to love it.
That was a nice little promo.
It was awesome, right?
Yes.
I think we were saying, Shawnee, that Austin Idol should manage Adonis.
I saw that match. I was shocked that Adonis lost, and yeah, it was pretty good. I like the ending of that. But yeah, it's like they're setting up a storyline here. It's almost like the Baby Doll storyline where she had something on Dusty with photos and they never paid it off.
No.
It makes you wonder, is Austin Idol going to do something to cost Aldis the championship tonight?
It makes you wonder if they're turning on his face. Which I kind of hope not. I kind of like him in that kind of type role.
They're doing a 10-bell salute now for Joseph Hudson, a.k.a. Josephus. Question mark. I like 10-bell salutes. I think the last 10-bell salute in WWE was, I guess, Eddie? No. Dusty? Savage? Piper? One of those three. Whoever the last one of those three passed away, I think was the last 10-bell salute in WWE. Died most recently of those three. Piper?
Piper or Dusty, yeah. They died within a couple of days of each other, did they not? Or
Yeah.
a couple of weeks of each other.
This is here's the Matt Rotella favorite wrestler of all time right here. Although he liked him when he was. Nope, he's got the question mark. Guys, I have an important question here, and you know what, Sean, you're the only one that can answer it, I think.
Oh.
How do you think the buy rates are in Monrovia tonight?
That's an impossible question to answer. I don't know.
The Taco Bells in Monrovia are going through the roof tonight. Big sales, man.
They are.
The question mark Lupa. The Josephus Lupa.
So I guess they're going to kind of go with a more serious Stevens here versus kind of that whole karate gimmick he's been doing.
Well, he still has the Mongrovian karate. He has the thing. He has the it's a nice jacket. I was saying to Dr. G today, guys, I hope you were talking about Nick Aldis being a heel. I kind of want Strictly Business to stick around because, come on, guys, we would look killer in those fucking track jackets. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
Killer in those track jackets.
Oh, here we go. Just before we talking about the 10-bell salute, Mark has played a blinder here. Pat Patterson got a 10-bell salute at the start of the year. So thank you for the knowledge, Mark.
Yes, I'm so stupid. You're right, Pat. I was thinking the last one. I was also thinking the last one with a crowd, which I think the last one with a crowd was probably Dusty. I know Sean for a fact wears that jacket to his sales meetings.
I would, totally. I love that. And I walk out with the belt right around my waist, too.
Bet your ass you better.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I'm also grateful for the chat that we've got going
Yes.
tonight, because I've got the chat up next to the live stream, and oh boy, some of the chat that's going on in there is not good. They're all complaining that it wasn't a 10-bell salute as opposed to just focusing on the fact that it was a nice tribute. So thank you everyone who's been in our chat tonight. It's been excellent.
There is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
I look forward to the day that NWA Crack and Roll guys can show up with the real 6-man tag team titles to this show.
And main event's not going to be ready.
Unlike some other 3-man shows, they'll show up with the belts.
Has there ever been a main event special on Twitch? I don't think there has. The Crock and Roll guys just coming in hot.
You're lucky I could get Steve Willie every other week. You really want him to show up on Sunday streams? Dr. G, I'm about to ask you a very, very important question.
Okay, what's that?
If you had a choice, Sweet Charlotte or the big gold belt, what do you go with?
That's easy with me. Go ahead, G.
Ooh, that's tough.
I know you love both.
I
know you love both.
You know what? Normally, I liked because when they did bring the gold belt, gold belt back in the 80s, they introduced it in the 80s. It was something different. I really loved it. But now that Aldis is the champion with the 10 pounds, I think right now I may even go with the 10 pounds, believe it or not.
I agree. Shawn, I know you agree.
Listen, the gold belt, honestly, I've never been a big gold belt guy ever since it's been around. I love this title because it's so simple, and I just love the design, and the fact that I own it probably helps. But I do have a big gold belt on the way, so I had to get it. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite.
And I said this during the Power recaps back, Dr. G. This belt's a little bigger. I feel like the plate is a little taller.
No, it is. It absolutely is.
Yeah, it's definitely taller. They definitely made it look bigger than.
I just think a world title needs to have a certain look to it. Now, again, I think bringing it back to 10 pounds of gold has actually done some good for it. I unfortunately, I think the WWF kind of, when they had the big gold belt there, didn't really do much for it. So that kind of tainted it for me. But I remember when Flair first wore it, I don't know, it was just something grand about it. And maybe because it was him.
I think
he
the
liked
big gold
the gaudy.
belt. Yeah, and I think the big gold belt was big in WWE because Paul wanted to wear it. We all know who Paul is. Paul wanted to wear it. That's why it was in WWE.
True.
So one thing I wanted to point out about Stevens, I don't know if you guys remember when he and Kronos won the tag team titles. He was looking a little portly and kind of large in the gut, and he's still a little burly here, but he's definitely gotten in much better shape than he was in the last time we saw him.
Yes,
I
agree.
agree.
I definitely say, guys, that not only, and we talked a little bit about it earlier, that some wrestlers are probably a little rusty. They got a little ring rust. Not only ring rust, but maybe some gym rust too. Maybe COVID has kept them from being able to really work out.
What else are you going to do in COVID besides eat and drink? I mean, let's be honest.
I know, really.
That was one of the things or one of the reasons why I thought that Aldis wasn't on the UWN shows, because he was on that first one, but him disappearing coincided with Mickie James going back to Raw. So I wonder if he's been sort of isolating because she's had to go into like the performance bubble and all that sort of thing. So he's basically had to do.
That's a good point. That's a great point, Calum. That's a great point. I never thought of that.
That is a great point.
So I guess
that's what happened.
And they also have a child at home, so if one or the other can't be there, the other one probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now I wonder how that works with Britt Baker and Adam Cole. I mean, they're in the same state at least, but it's crazy when you've got these couples that are in different promotions. It's not like Montez Ford and Bianca Belair. I mean, they're pretty much in the same building.
It's not like Adam Cole's done anything in the last 6 months and it's really relevant either.
I know. Wow. Wow.
There's the Shawn Kidd we all know and love coming in hot.
I'm just being honest. I mean, who's more focal? I mean, yeah, I know he's in NXT, but I don't know. I'm just saying Baker took over the other night.
I don't know. I mean, Cole that's a big feud coming up. Well, we're not on that. You guys can talk about that.
No,
later.
Him and O'Reilly will have a great. You're right. They will. I'm joking.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's just weird though. Like, there are a lot of wrestling couples, but this is a rare one because you've got two people in different. Now they live close. I mean, this is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Mickey's obviously in Orlando or Tampa. I mean, and they live in. Well, according to our good friend Scott Shiflett, we think that they still live in Nashville. So
they do. They bought a house in Nashville.
Okay. So they're They're not in ships.
Actually, it was Nashville or no? They moved out. It was either Nashville or Virginia. I can't remember where they were buying the place.
Oh, so now they're near your. So they go from being near Shiflett's house to being near your house. Maybe they live on Nate's end of Virginia. Maybe they live in Nate's end of Virginia. Who knows?
Well, yeah, I have Aldous over for dinner all the time. We drink.
Of course you do.
Bourbon together.
Yeah. If you could move next door to anyone, I mean, The Godfather's got to be high on your list.
Yeah. Yes.
That's right.
By the way, this match has been pretty solid so far.
Again, another match that's going at a slow pace. I think we'll see this eat up a good 20, 22 minutes probably.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah, it's good.
Stevens
I do
has
like
a little bit of that older Barry Windham build on him. It'll kind of like little bit thick,
gut.
but yeah, little gut, but not quite thick, super thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like 92 Wyndham.
Yeah, exactly.
92 Wyndham.
One of my
Still
favorite
fun.
Wyndhams.
Yes. You know what I like about Aldous?
Whoa.
He goes the Ric Flair route and change it. Even though he's got the same style tights, he always changes the colors. So I enjoy that.
Yeah, that's some nice tights he's wearing tonight. I like them.
I like the green.
So the last time we saw Aldous on TV was when he was facing Bennett, and that was back in September.
Right.
6 months.
I was saying, Shawn, while you were away, that we were talking about the Fight TV connection and all that stuff, and I was saying that Fight TV has been great. The only time I've ever, and Dr. G and I ever watched a crappy Fight TV was that first episode of Primetime Live, and it kind of sucked because I feel that Aldous Mike Bennett match got hosed because of the shit connection.
It did a little bit, yeah. The first episode was really bad. This connection
was really bad. Which
yeah.
I said to him, "Oh, the connection got better. The show got worse, but the connection got better."
Yeah, the show certainly got worse. They still haven't crowned their world champion yet, by the way. We're still waiting for that match. The
yeah,
UWN,
I know, right?
whatever the hell it is, champion. Yeah,
I know. Dr. G's waiting for his man, Dirty Dickinson. Where is he, Doctor?
I know. What the hell?
He's in Japan. I know he's working in New Japan. I don't know if he's in Japan or if he's doing stuff in L.A. during the.
I'd love to see him in
he's
the
in He's in the L.A. He's in the L.A. side.
Yeah, he's with Kratos and Fred Rosser.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see Dickinson in NWA though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He'd be a great guy with not with Strictly Business. He's too crazy. He might be a guy Austin Idol would probably be not too bad with. Some guys need managers still, and I think that's a cool thing for NWA. I feel like Austin Idol should be around and be used instead of those dopey fake commercials he used to have. I think it'd be great for him to manage.
Oh. I need like a jacket version of those tights that say National Treasure on it on the back of it.
That would be awesome with the
That's
with the
what I
spades,
need.
with the spades on the sleeves. Hell
Yes.
yeah, love that.
Well, how about, so you're not copyright infringement? I want to get a shirt made up, PTB National Treasure,
We could.
for the T-Public.
Yeah.
What do you
And
think?
instead
Could
of,
you get on that, Podfather?
Sure, I can do that. We have to
You're
replace
getting
our.
a little
we have to
lax
replace-
over here.
What
Can
about
we get some new
hats?
shirts?
Does that website do hats? Do they do hats over there, Scott?
I'll take a look.
Need some
tpublic.com. Type
Yes.
PTBW in the search. We got hoodies. We got T-shirts. We got onesies. We got mouse pads, mugs.
Pillows.
We got pillows.
Pillows, baby.
Dr. G needs a ton of pillows.
No, you can only get the pillow though for the Place to Be Wrestling Network one. And it doesn't fit. The logo doesn't fit on the pillow.
I know, it's funny though.
I'm currently wearing my nice sky blue NWA Saturday Special T-shirt.
Nice.
Well,
Nice.
I gotta get the mugs. I gotta get some mugs. I know, Shawnee, you got
Oh yeah,
got
displayed prominently with the belts in the office. Yep.
yes, love the mugs. This has been good. This
Yeah,
has been
I've
good.
enjoyed it.
And it's been
Yep.
it's been a good match in the sense that we really don't have a heel face dynamic. No one's really like pulled tights or cheated or jaw jacked. It's pretty much been like a move for move.
So I guess this is going to be under a 2-hour pay-per-view because we're at an hour and 42, and I assume it's going to be over before the 2-hour mark, which is fine, I guess.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen here with Austin Idol, I think, though.
Yeah,
For them to.
I really hope it's not him beating Aldis. I mean, I would not be happy. That would be like Calum when Drew loses. That's how I'm gonna feel if Aldis loses tonight.
But you know
I'm
what?
waiting
Even
for-
if Aldis were to lose, he's not gonna be without it very long, though.
No, I know, but listen, I understand. Like, I get the context of this match because this is for the question, and Stevens was his partner and everything. But it's an $880 reign, and I just don't think Aaron Stevens is the guy to take it in that context. So I think that would bug me a little bit.
Yeah,
I do like that they added some people in the crowd, though. Dr. G, I know you were a little nervous about that. But having even just the few amount of people in the crowd yelling is adding a little juice to the building.
Yeah, no, it makes a difference. You know, and again, because these shows didn't have that many people to begin with, just having some noise in there kind of adds a little. The UWN shows, they were horrible after a while. I was like, okay, enough.
So to your point, this is good because it is a studio show, and just a few voices out there still bring it back to that feel a little bit. So I do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You guys remember how over Stevens was when he was Damian Sandow? Everybody loved him back then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Super
Miz-
over.
One of my favorite
Is now
Damian
over.
Sandow moments. One of my favorite Damian Sandow moments was when he was, and Rotella always likes to mention this when we're at work talking wrestling, is when the one year he was at San Diego Comic-Con, and he walks around and he goes, "All I smell here is cheeseburgers and parents' disappointment." That's like one of my favorite Sandow lines ever. I think Dr. G says that when he goes there too. All I smell is cheeseburgers and parents' disappointment.
He was a really good character. He played that really well.
He did. He absolutely did.
The Miz's stunt double was awesome.
He's great on the stick. He really is.
That was the thing. Like he was stupidly over, and then they tried to punish him for getting himself over. And
This
they
has been
gave
a
him-
fun. This has really been a fun journey in this match. It hasn't really gone out of its lane. We've had some tight strikes. It's really not been a bad match in the sense that they haven't really gone too bonkers. Like really, the only match that have kind of gone out of their lane has been the Camille Thunder Rosa match. But a lot of tight strikes and you know, staying within the ropes. I've enjoyed it in that aspect.
And Calum, you were right. He was super over, and they just totally shit the bed on him.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
they
they,
did.
but then they made him missed out, and he got all over again for having
Yes.
an absolute like.
Everything they gave him,
Rubbish,
he
yeah.
got over.
Oh,
Yes.
it was yeah.
Yep.
Boy, this
Sometimes
match
it's
is
the
ramping
WWF
up, guys. This
shirt.
is good.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he was one of Michelle McCool's teacher's pets though? That was
Yes.
Yes.
He's come a long way from there.
And he was the perfect guy to bring in when Billy rebooted the NWA because he was such a good stick man. That's what you needed in the beginning was good stick men. You can focus on the in-ring
Yes.
down the line, and they're all good in-ring workers anyway, but this NWA...
I mean, he was always a decent worker. I mean, I thought he was
Right.
a good hand.
Oh, no, absolutely. But he was particularly good on the stick, and you need good stick
Yes.
men in this company right now, and I think that's the kind of guy, and he was good for them in the beginning. And Aldis is definitely... I got to say, Calum, I enjoyed Aldis towards the kind of the back end of his Impact time, like when he had that feud with Sting in 2013.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that. That's back on our old message board that Justin and I used to have when I used to write the weekly Impact show. God, it seemed like 50 years ago.
I went to a TNA taping that they did in Glasgow, and he was the champion at that point. And he was like, you had guys like I think Kurt Angle was. You had guys like Kurt Angle was there. You had Samoa Joe, Abyss, Eric Young. You had guys like that, but he was like, you could tell at that point he was head and shoulders above the rest of them. He was just excellent that night.
Yeah.
We actually saw
agree.
it was actually MVP's debut in Impact. That was that was a fun night. He came back and he was going up against Aldis's crew.
I'm sitting here thinking what guys they could bring in that we don't see. So I know Carlito came back for like a Rumble and all that. Carlito would be really good here if they could get him. I'd love to see him in the NWA.
Me too. Thinking of some guys, I'm thinking of like New Japan, Impact guys, ROH guys. Like those are the three promotions that Billy could get guys from. Guys in WWE and AEW aren't going to leave because they're making good money, even if they're not being.
And Calum brought it up, and I think he was the one on Twitter. Doug Williams coming out of retiring.
Yes.
I would love to see that.
He's Aldis's boy. I'd love to see Doug Williams. He'd be a good guy in Strictly Business as like Aldis's mentor.
I love Doug Williams. Very underrated.
Do too.
Very underrated, like Regal levels underrated to me.
Yeah, I agree. That would be great.
And they had
how about that tag team, Callum?
But Aldis
was awesome.
The British Invasion reunited. That was They were a great team.
This match has been a lot of fun. It really has.
I've really enjoyed it.
They've kept in again. They've stayed in their lane. And Stevens has been a little vicious, not heel vicious, but more strike centric that he normally isn't. And he's hit like some nice spots. We're about to get like a mini superplex. I know Aldis is going to break
Stevens hasn't had a match like this since he's come back to the wrestling from the WWF. So this is really great.
Nope. Elbow off.
Aldis elbow.
Oh. You know what I like about Nick Aldis? And he reminds me a lot of Edge. And I've always said this about Edge on every podcast and every written piece I've ever done. Edge, I know, he can't wrestle like that now, but Edge was always one of those guys who could adapt to any person, whether it's a high flyer, a striker, a grinder. He never, the only difference with Aldis is Aldis like has multiple finishers, so you're not sure what he's going to end a match with. I like that about him. He's very versatile.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to when the store opens on the website and get some of our merch back.
Oh, it's not. The store's not open yet. I haven't looked.
No. If you go to the site, looks great. They've definitely revamped it. It's the same address, nationalwrestlingalliance.com. But like, there's a ticket tag and power and stuff, and there's a shop one, and it says the site is still under construction. Well, that girl Maureen that used to work with them, she left the company, so maybe they need new like office. I think they're working on fresh office people too, probably. So
I wonder who's booking now. I mean, we know that Lagana's not there. I wonder who's doing all the booking for the shows.
That's a good question.
I wonder if Aldis and some of the more experienced guys are doing it.
Oh, here he goes, going for his finish. I like this Boston Crab. I like kind of how he folds it in the figure four and then clasps it. It looks really good. But they both put on a really great match here tonight.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I agree with you.
But like I said, I can't see with Stevens being a tag champ. I can't see him winning this. I would be totally shocked if he won. Like maybe I could see like Kratos, whatever his name is, come out and they double team him, and then something happens, and now Steven or maybe Austin Idol is managing them as a team. I don't know, but I do want to know what this big secret is that he has on Nick Aldis.
I know it got us interested here.
Yeah, it's old school NWA booking right there. Simple thing. I got a secret. True. Oh wow, I'm hooked. Typical NWA.
They definitely gave some time for this match, though.
I just hope it's not something stupid like he's got some secret love child or some dumb shit like that. Because I hope they're better than that. They are better than that.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think they are.
So the guy at the podium, has he been with them the whole time too? I don't remember. The guy who's
I
doing
don't
the
know if he's
interviews.
been with him the whole time. I know I've seen him on one of the shows, but I'm not really as 100% familiar with him.
No, because that was thingy.
Okay.
That was
Marquez, right?
Marquez's job. Yeah.
Yeah, Marquez.
Yeah,
was there.
Marquez. Yeah, I don't know what happened with him and Billy, if there was a falling out or if it's just that they didn't
I
want
think
to do it
something
anymore.
happened during the UWN stuff. Something had to have happened for that to go south.
Well, yeah, because you saw less and less NWA, so
Yes.
It,
I still think it's because Marquez decided to book his own world title tournament while he's showing NWA talent, and I bet that's what happened. Because I even
Oh,
made the comment,
yeah.
I go, why is he doing this when he's got the NWA world champion on his own shows?
well, they made a big
yeah, I
thing.
know, I remember that.
They made a big thing, remember, of it being it was the NWA was coming back with UWN, and like eventually, like as you guys know, that they had less and less NWA guys coming on every single week. So it's basically, I wonder if Billy just got pissed off that Marquez was using the NWA name to get his own indie guys over. I
Yeah,
don't know.
get his stuff over, right?
Yeah, get the UWN over
Oh,
on,
wow,
the,
look at that.
on the back of the NWA.
Yep.
Nice.
Well,
they're actually
even on
getting
Twitter, he's made a few like, oh, I want this, and this person to have a good show. They grew up here, so it's almost like he's throwing pot shots at the NWA a little bit on his Twitter the last few days.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Ah, do you know what? It wasn't that good anyway. Good riddance.
No, it wasn't.
I like how they're using the set and everything as, to beat each other up here.
Yeah, this is good. Oh, you're way behind again, Dr. G.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just got-
I'm having issues. I think it's my internet. I don't think it's the.
It's
'cause you guys
no,
are
I
not having
think
issues.
everybody's all over the place. I don't think it's anybody's one internet.
No, I mean
No.
my stick actually rebooted my Fire Stick just a few minutes ago, so I just got back in again.
The best one was the TV title match where Scott was like 30 seconds behind, then he was in front,
Yeah.
then he was behind again, and they saw the finish first.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? Man, this is really great. How long has this match been on? Are we like over 25 minutes, 20 minutes yet?
I think we
Yeah,
definitely
I think
hit
so.
the 20 mark. I think we
Yeah,
definitely
this
hit
is
the 20.
fantastic.
Has it got a time limit on it?
I don't think so.
1 hour? It's usually how world title matches are.
If they're going to follow NWA, yes, 60 minutes. Oh, nice block.
No, this has been a world title match on your first show back.
I
This has
caught
been
up to you
excellent.
guys.
Oh,
Oh,
bravo.
that's a. You know what's great? That is a Nick Aldis match ending right there.
That was a hell of a match. That was a hell of a
Wow.
main event.
Yes.
Very good.
Ah.
Well done.
That was fantastic. So Nick Aldis, the national treasure, retains Sweet Charlotte once again, still NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. So now the question is, gentlemen, what do we have here in the post-match?
I don't know, but kudos to Stevens, man, because he definitely held up his end in this. That was great.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah, this was not like Camille and Thunder Rosa, where Thunder Rosa
No.
did 80% of the work. This was 50-50 all the way.
Uh-oh, what's he about to do? He's about to do something here? Oh, he's holding the questions mask, isn't he?
He's holding question mark's mask.
Got nothing to be ashamed of, though. That was awesome.
No,
That
was
was amazing. That's
was.
probably the best. That's probably the best Stevens match we've had since probably WWE.
It was definitely, and I thought it was better than the Bennett match that Aldis had, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
This might be this might be a strange thing to say, considering the guy has been like
Let's see what all this is going over.
he's been a star for ages, but this was almost like a star-making performance for Aaron Stevens as like a
really
main
was.
event, a main event guy.
I agree. I think this was Aldis's best match since maybe the second match with Cody.
Maybe.
I
He's
agree.
had
Might
some
be
good
right.
matches.
Yeah. Oh, is that oh, that's his wife. Holy shit. That's awesome. It's a great way to end the show, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
That is awesome. So it doesn't look like we're going to be post-match shenanigans, but I love this.
Yeah, I agree with. I think Calum said it earlier. This was more like a showcase show to honor Joseph, and I think Tuesday on Power is when all the creative stuff.
And they'll get the Austin Idol thing will come out on Tuesday. The whole secret thing that'll be like a storyline.
What a good show!
Flag of Monrovia.
This has been great.
2 hours, short and sweet. Well done. It was well worth my $20.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Fantastic show. Fun way to bring the NWA back.
I love hearing that in the background. Dr. G with his 1 minute delay.
Sometimes the delay works.
Yes,
that was awesome, guys.
That
was awesome.
That was brilliant.
Fun show.
Wow. We waited a year for it, but by God, it was worth the wait.
Yep. It was definitely more like an exhibition show, which Dr. G and I kind of alluded to on the Saturday Special, the preview show that we did yesterday. And I think Tuesday on Power is when we'll really pull the ripcord on storylines and creative and that kind of stuff. I think they wanted to just honor Josie.
They threw some things in there. I think the Austin Idol thing definitely is going to be some kind of storyline.
Yep. I agree.
No doubt about it.
I agree.
And I'm excited it's back. I really enjoyed this today. I really did.
I did too. It was good wrestling. Loved Tim Storm as a color guy. I don't know if that's permanent. I think that was just for tonight because obviously I don't think Tim Storm is retired. So, wow. I left the Fight TV on and they actually went back and Aaron Stevens just did a little speech. Tim Storm is crying.
Are they still on?
Oh,
it went back. Now they're doing just like.
I'm back too.
Yeah, they're doing like post. I don't think they meant to. I think it's just the feed.
Oh, that's awesome.
But they're still doing the thank you, Joseph, and they showed they show the announcer, and Tim Storm was crying.
I got it. Yeah, they just knocked it out. Wow, that was really great.
That was awesome. Wow, guys, it's good to be back. It's good to have him back. It really is. It really is. We don't. I mean, I think that I think this is huge right now for the NWA because, and Dr. G, you and I will get more into this next week on the show. I feel like with the whole WWE Peacock thing and AEW kind of still feeling its oats and ROH, who knows what the hell's going on with them. New Japan can't have too many American, gaijins. Impact still doing well. This is a perfect time. The whole time we've been talking about what the hell's Billy doing. Could the iron be any hotter right now to strike for NWA at this moment in time? You know what I mean? Like everybody, all the other promotions are either or they're kind of dead. If you're ROH right now, you're fucked. I don't know who's watching right now. Even Steve Willie, who was a loyal ROH watcher, is unsure of what's going to happen. But I mean, this was a huge moment for them. And I know that place right now is full of tears, not just for the honor of Joseph Hudson, but to know that they're back, and they executed a great show. Today.
I think we've all been very critical of Billy over the last year because it was almost radio silence, and we saw that everyone else was plodding along and
I think we were critical of
his
silence. I don't think it was so much we were critical of him or what it was. We were just critical. Like, just tell us what's going on. Are you going to be around? That's all we wanted. It wasn't
I was critical.
Yeah. And I think we might have had. I think we might have had an issue where you've got guys who might not have felt comfortable working and they've got other commitments. They might not have felt comfortable working in that environment or couldn't commit to working in a COVID bubble and things like that. And instead of forcing them to do it, Billy's just gone, that's fine, we'll call it a day until such a time as we can come back. And when we saw the news a couple of weeks ago, I think we were all collectively, it was a sigh of relief that it was coming back, but collectively, like, the excitement was building, and we didn't even have, like, I know certainly for myself, I don't know if you guys are the same. I bought the show without knowing what was going to be on it. Not a match was announced.
Same here.
Oh, me too.
They have
We all did.
even blown away the expectations that the high expectations that I had of this show already. It was first class effort for coming back from being a year away.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. G, I know you and I will talk later tonight. Shawnee, just your overall thoughts on this.
I'm very happy it's back. I enjoyed it as a whole show. I also like that it was an afternoon 4 p.m. matinee kind of show, which I thought was really cool. And I really did enjoy the main event. That was the main event they needed. I thought it was a nice little tribute to the question mark, and I thought Aldis and Stevens both brought the goods. I really thought it was great. Loved it. And I can't wait for Power this week.
Yeah, neither can I, because I think, like you said, I think this was a fun. I'm looking at. I'm going on to the wiki quick before we wrap up here, and I want to see if the match times. No match times yet. They just have the. Results. So by the time we later tonight here on the PTB Wrestling Network, you catch if you want any more analysis. Check out Dr. G and I. We'll have a special. Everything is special. It's not the NWA Sunday Special, but we will have a reaction pod, if you will, of NWA Back for the Attack, and we'll get match times in. But that main event had to have minimum been 25 minutes, minimum.
Yep.
And we know, and it seemed like that Camille match probably went about the Camille Thunder Rosa probably went about 15, most likely. The others probably were close. I don't think, except for the TV title, I don't think it maxed at 10 minutes. So, anyway, Calum, that was great. Yeah. Nice job as always here on our beloved Twitch feed.
No, well, thank you very much for joining me, gentlemen. It's first time we've done a non-WWE show, and I don't think we could have picked a better one.
It's the best one yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, is it any coincidence that it's your first show, G, and it's been the best one yet? I mean, that and we found out you have Austin Idol's shirt. I mean,
yeah.
But I can thank you to everyone who's watched. Thank you to everyone that's been in the chat. I can see from the numbers that are on the Twitch dashboard in front of me that it's already been at this point our most successful one yet. So thank you to everyone that's
and
been
how
a
great
part
is it?
of
It was the NWA that brought it too. I love that.
I know. I think I might just cancel Fastlane now.
There you go.
Well, that's gonna be more Twitch after dark because I don't want.
Yeah, the crew on that takes it a little less. Yeah, there's a lot more chicanery and those kind of.
So particularly a show that apparently nobody cares about, but who knows?
But Drew and Sheamus will kick ass.
Yeah, I gotta say, Shawnee and Calum, I think your boy's gonna put on the match of the night. I'm a little nervous about Roman and Daniel Bryan. Something tells me that match is going to underwhelm. And they've wrestled before and have put on great matches before, but something tells me that something it's not going to hit the mark that you would think it would. But I tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing Drew and Sheamus just punch each other in the face.
I am a hidden. I won't say in the closet, but I love Sheamus almost as much as I love Drew. To be honest with you. So I look forward to it.
Music to my ears, Mr. Kidd. Music to my ears.
All right, well, gents, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to jump off, and Calum, I'll probably see you over on the other Twitch later.
Yep, no problem at all. Well, once again, thanks for joining us, Sean. I think I'll just probably call it a night for the stream as well. So, thanks to everyone who's come along for the first part of the double Twitch spectacular for NWA Back for the Attack. If we can gather the team again and the next pay-per-view that the NWA is on, I firmly believe that you will hear more NWA thoughts in the future. So thanks to everyone who's watched. Keep refreshing your podcast feeds later on tonight to hear more feedback from Scott and Dr. G. But until then, and of course, we'll be back in about half an hour's time, maybe 45 minutes time, for Fastlane, the last stop on the road to WrestleMania. So until then, until we meet again, thank you very much.